Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin Ashrafil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Okay, so welcome back from our short break. And I said that we would go over what we have actually done for the last year. But this is just to show you the table of contents, rather. Yeah. And I want you to be aware that we have things like extra notes that we did throughout that year. And these topics, like extra notes on kul, on badal, on iza, izan, is, yeah, and on the aid, what's an aid all about, yeah, and of course the various half of jars that we have. We talked a bit about qasr, which is basically under a balagha. Then we had things on ta'kid, which is a touch of both nahu and balagha came into play. Then we talked about fi'il tam, what's the difference between a complete fi'il and an incomplete fi'il, the fi'il naqis. And the last topic, oh, subhanallah. And the last topic, yes, was on Mazda Marra, And today we are going to continue with Ayah 30. Yeah, with Ayah 30. There you go. We actually started with this verse, yes. But we did not finish it. Yeah, we did not finish it. And we were talking about the munada part or nida. Yes, nida. I had shared some notes earlier. If you saw in the table of contents, there were some, no, not in the table of contents, in our supplementary notes, yeah, that folder. If you go into the drive, let me see. If you go into the drive, that will be this one. No, not this one. Yep. Sorry. If you go into the drive here, well, my drive, which I share with you, I share the drive, the link. You will find notes.
Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Yes, Waalaikumsalam.
Yeah, my now I am seeing my one sister I talked to. I inform you that her name is Rakia. How she can join, sister? She is
Um,
trying to join.
oh, okay. Does she not have the link in the group because she's in the main group?
Yeah, in the group there is a
Uh,
link. She by this link she can try to join. Okay, I
yes.
tell
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I can also put the link here if she wants. This is the link that she needs to click on. Yeah. So it's in the chat if you need it as well. Okay. Yeah. So you get the notes under additional notes here, this folder, and you have the notes on NIDA. Yes, we have the notes on NIDA. All the things about NIDA. Yeah. But nevertheless, I'm going to repeat some of the key points because we need to do this for this particular ayah. Let me go back here. Yeah. For this particular ayah. Now we said for nida, yes, the general form of nida is what you see here. Ya Zaidu. Yeah. Ya Zaidu. And you can also interpret this Ya Zaidu in the form of a fi'il. Yes, in the form of a fi'il. Adu'u Zaidan. So this is why munadas are nasab in status. Yeah, because if you look at it in the form of a fi'il, then you see that Zaidan, the one who's being called, is mansub. Yeah, that's logical. And we see that you can either use adu'u, which is a family one fi'il, or unadi. Yeah, this is the extra alif, your family three. Yeah, so you can look at it in this way. Ya Zaidu. And then we said we have 5 different categories of munada. It's very important for you to understand these 5 categories. So when you're looking at a nida, you know what you're looking at. Okay. So what are the 5 categories here? We said that there is munada alama mufrad. Yeah. So alama here is your proper noun. Yes, your proper noun. So and then we have munada nakirah maqsudah, when you're calling someone in general, like ya rajulu, in this case rajadulu, but it's a particular man. Okay, it's a particular man, right? So in this case, for example, ya rajulu sa'adani. Yes, you're calling out to this man and you're asking him to help you. Yeah, this could also be 2 men. You'll be calling out to 2 men, rajulani, or a group of people, a group of Muslims, for example. Help me. Yeah, so this is nakira maqsuda. We call it nakira maqsuda. They are general, you don't know their names, not like alama mufrad, where you know the name. In this case, Zaid, for example. Yeah, in this case, you don't know the name, but you are addressing your call to a particular person or group of people. Yeah. Then we have what we call mudada nakira ghair maqsuda. Ghair, as in this, there's no specific person, just a group of people, anybody in that group. Okay, so like ya asiyan tub ilallah. Yeah. So in this case, sinners, general. Yeah. Please repent. Yeah. Repent to your Lord. Or in this case, right, when let's say there is a blind man, al-a'ma, a blind man, and he's reaching out, he can't see who's in front of him because he's blind. Yeah. So he says something like, Ya rajulan, khuz biyadi. Yeah. Take my hand. You know, he's just reaching out for anybody who's in front of him. He can't see it. So in this case, we consider it still ghair maqsuda, because there's no one in particular he's asking help for because he can't see. Yeah. So, but he's still calling out. Yeah. So this can also be considered as ghair maqsuda. Okay. The 4th category is when it is what we call al-munada mudaf. Yeah. So this is your calling an idafa, basically. Yes. Your talib al-ilm, or ya ma'shar al-jinn. Yes. So you're talking about a group of students, the seekers of knowledge, or here in this case, jinn kind. Yeah, we're calling jinn kind, more or less. Then we have what we call mudada shabihun bil mudaf. Yes. Now this one is similar to a mudaf in the sense that there is a sense of possession. There's a sense of possession. You need the rest of this, lil ilm, for example, to make this, to have meaning to this. Okay, to have meaning to this. Just like this one as well, ya jamilan wajhuhu, right? So this one, we're calling someone's beautiful face, for example. Yeah. And there is different ways of treating these different 5 munadas. Yeah. So the first one, ta'ala mufrad, your munada will be mabni. Yeah, because it can have dhamma on it. It can have alif, as you saw in this case. Yeah. Or it can have waw. Yeah, but of course this is mufrad. Yeah, so this is mufrad. So we're just talking about the single person. Ya Zaidu, proper name for one person. Yeah. when I say mabni here, I'm saying that it is still mabni. When you say mabni, we're talking about fi mahali nasab. Yes, but it's mabni ala dam, but it's fi mahali nasab. Yes, because we already said that a munada, the one who's being called, is something like maf'ul. So that's why we have, or a detail. So that's why it is always in the state of nasab. It's only that how you look at it, whether it's mabni or mu'rab, and you have to look at the sign. Yeah. So when it's mabni, what is it stuck on? Is it stuck on dhamma? Yeah. Or in this case, it's mabni, it's stuck on what? On alif or on waw or on dhamma. Yeah. It depends on whom you are calling. All right. So munada alama mufrad, a particular person, single person. This one, nakirah maqsudah, a particular person or group of people, but you don't know them by name. Okay. Then we have munada nakirah ghair maqsudah. Then it will be mu'rab and mansub bil fathah. Yeah. So this one is mabni ala dam or alif or waw, but fi mahali nasb. Yes, that's how you do it. And then if you notice, it's light here. It's light here, but it's not light here. Yeah, you have the nun. The tanwin is there. Yakunu manunan. Yeah, so it'll be ya asiyan, not ya asiya. Yeah, it's ya asiyan. Ghair maqsudah. When you come to the mudaf, it becomes mu'rab again. Yes, that's obvious why it's mu'rab. Yeah, but it's light now. It's light. And then finally, you have this, which looks like a mudaf, but it's no longer light. It's also manunan. You will call it ya taliban lil im, ya jamilan wajhuhu. Yeah. So this we need to remember. Yeah, you got that? So I put it on the list here, and you just remember when it's a specific single person or a specific group of people, it's mabni and it's light. When it's general, then it becomes a manunan again. Just like this. This is also, we consider it kind of general because it's a group of knowledge seekers. But the way it's done, because it's not a mudaf, yeah, not like in this case, then it is manunan, it's not light. Yeah. So I think you can get the drift of that. So when you look at this, ya hasratan, you think of something that is general. Hasrah is, how do you say, grief, something like that. Yeah, let's look up the root letters. Let's be clear about this. We look up the root letters for hasratan. So this is ha. Can you see this or is it too small? Do I make it bigger? Yeah.
Yes, sister, please make it slightly bigger.
Okay. So hasara, yeah. Hasara yahsuru or yahsiru means to pull away. So this is obviously not what we're looking for. We're looking for something that means grief or regret. Yeah. So here we see in the form of family 5. Yeah. To be distressed, to be pain, grieved. Then and it's always ala. Yeah. It is always there's ala that follows it. To be grieved by something. Yeah. But for some reason, this family 5, normally family 5, when we talk about the Mazda or the idea of grief or distress, right? What's the form of family 5? The Mazda? Can anyone tell me? Family 5 Mazda. Tafarraka. That is your fi'il madin. What is the Mazda?
Ta'alluman, like tafaulan.
Okay, so if it is ha, sin, and ra,
تحسرا.
Tahassuran.
tahas. Can you put that in the chat? Can you type in your chat? Then I'll just copy it across. Or maybe I'll just help you here. What did I have? No. Does this still work? I have not used this for so long. I don't know whether it works. Okay, so this is Hasin and Raw. Sorry. You're not supposed to do this, of course. You're supposed to memorize everything. But I just want to show you so that you can see. So there it is. Tahassu run. Yeah, tahassu run. Yeah, but what we're looking at here is hasratan. Hasratan is the masdar or the female form of the masdar of hasara. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but that's how it is. So we'll just take it on face value at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, hasratan. So we have actually 3 options that I found in the Irab books. Yeah. And there's one option which says that it is maqsuda. Now, why I go for ghai maqsuda and why most of the grammarians go for ghai maqsuda is because of this, the tanween. Yeah. So we said just now in our kind of loose rule, no, not hard and fast rule, but the loose rule is when you look at ghai maqsuda, it's always with tanween. Ya asiyan, ya rajulan. So that's why they preferred this one. Yeah. But actually the safest one is this one. Munada shabihun bil mudaf. Yeah, munada shabihun bil mudaf. This actually is the strongest one. Why do we say that? Because it's followed by jar wa majrur. Yeah, which makes it a candidate for this last one. So it's either followed by jar wa majrur, it's followed by maybe fa'il or maf'ul, then you can be quite certain it's munada shabihun bil mudaf. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So we are saying it's ghayr maqsuda because it has tanween, and we are saying it this, yeah, because it's followed by jawa majrur, because this one, this hasratan ala libad is a complete description. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense without the ala libad. Yeah. But there are grammarians who will try and explain why this is the case. Yeah, but we won't go down that because it becomes a bit complicated at this point, and we'll just stick to these 3 things. So the other one is, like I said, they consider it as a masdar. Something when they say masdar in Nahu, normally it implies maf'ul mutlaq. Yes, maf'ul mutlaq. So this is talking about something that's really, really something that they really regret. Yeah, tahassaru hasratan. So that's your fi'il, and this is your maf'ul mutlaq. So my reservations is because this is of course what we saw just now, family 5, but the masdar doesn't seem to match it. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but this is what it says. Yeah, it says, so we'll take it at face value that this is how it goes. So maybe as we study more and more, inshallah, we'll discover why they say it this way. Yeah. So any questions here? Sister Diba, are you okay with this? Sister Ralin?
Yeah. Can you repeat the last one for why the that is the there is the 3. Right, this is the when the mudaf ilahi, or how then it is the nakira, rather
Okay.
is
Or
tanwin. Yeah, this one.
okay. This is ya hasratan. Yeah, ya hasratan.
Sratan. Yeah,
So this is mansub with tanwin. Yeah, so this
yeah,
is basically fathatain. So if we go down at our list of 5, we have to look for something that is mu'rab and that has tanwin. Yes?
yeah,
So we have only 2 cases of mu'rab with tanwin. Munada nakira ghair maqsuda that we saw here,
yeah,
and munada shabihun bil mudaf that we saw here. Yeah?
yeah. This 5 number.
Uh-huh.
That is the if the munada mudaf, then
No,
what is
the
this? This
munada
one
is not
5.
exactly a mudaf. Yeah, the
Yeah,
munada is not exactly a mudaf because mudaf has to be light with no alif lam, right?
yeah,
This is not light, but it says it's similar to a mudaf. Mudaf in the sense that, remember, idafa is a possessive relationship. Yeah, you're talking about mudaf, mudaf ilai. Mudaf ilai is the owner of the mudaf. Yes, so like we say that the man's car. Yeah? The
yeah,
car of the man. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's how we go. That means the car belongs to the man. So it's the same here. Uh, this knowledge is what is being sought by the seekers, the Taliban. Yeah, and this one, as I said, for it to be shabihun bil mudaf, what comes after the ya Taliban, and what comes after this one, the munada, is either Jawa majrur, like we see here, or like in this case, a fa'il, his face, right?
yeah,
Or maybe a maf'ul. Yeah. So I don't have an example of a maf'ul here. If I come across it, I will share. Yeah. So in this case, it is also tanween. Okay. So these are the only
yeah.
2
That
cases we
this
need.
sister, the file, that what file? Jamilans, it works like a verb.
This is how, yeah, this is how it is taken as wajuhuhu, as fine. There is something else
Jamil.
to this
Okay.
sentence, yeah? Because remember,
Okay.
um, because yeah itself has a inbuilt fi'il in it, yes?
Verb.
Yeah,
Yes, like feel. Adu,
yeah,
adu, right. Yeah, okay.
like a bit like, so there's like an outside doer for that built-in fi'il. Okay, all right. Yeah, and then we have the third case here, yes, where it says that this is like a maf'ul mutlaq, because we're also talking about another action. Ya haula'i tahassaru hasratan. Yeah, all these ones. And we are actually referring to the ibad, yes, the slaves. All these ones who deeply regret. Yeah, all right. Okay, now this is going to take a getting used to it. This is not going to be the first, this is not the first time we've come across munada, and it's not going to be the last time we're going to come across munada. So as we keep on practicing, inshallah, this will stick, but you need to go back to these 5. You know, as you come across your nida, or you come back to this and see. Okay. Now, having said that, I have to share with you because I don't want you to be confused. There are agreements that says that this case, this particular ayah in the Quran, is the one and only example of nakirah maqsudah in the Quran. Okay, so we have grammarians who say this, that this is the only example of nakirah maqsudah, not nakirah ghair maqsudah, but nakirah maqsudah in the Quran. Okay. So the basis of this, I don't understand. yet. Yeah, I don't understand yet. So if you do come across somewhere, or someone who shares something about this, it will be very good. Yeah. Now this is what we usually do. Yeah, just to share with you something. This is something my ustad has taught me. Sometimes we learn certain things, yeah, and you want to know whether it's in the Quran or not. Yeah, whether this particular rule occurs in the Quran or not. So let's say we want to know whether, for example, here what I did was I did a search on Mundada Nakira Maqsuda in the Quran. Yeah, anything. You can put anything here. Whatever it is that you want to find that is in the Quran. And then inshallah it will pop up. Yeah, inshallah it will be pop up, because the Arabic language, how it's been studied and it's been scrutinized by not only Muslims, non-Muslims as well. Yeah, that's why we have dictionaries done by Germans. Yes, Hans Wehr was a German man, and someone said somewhere that he was actually a Nazi. I don't know whether that is true or not. Yeah, but it's so scrutinized. It's you can find all sorts of things in the internet. But word of advice here: when you do this sort of thing, when you do a search, right, do see more than one. And then you use the akal that Allah has given you to see, what makes sense. And then if you have a point of reference, that means you have an ustad, or ustazah, yes, or sheikh or shayha, then go back to her and, ask her, what do you think makes sense, and what do you think I should follow? Yeah. Sometimes it's obvious, you can think for yourself, but sometimes you need that guidance. Yeah, you need that guidance. So that's one way of finding out whether something is in the Quran or not. Just something, fi al-Quran. Pop, it'll come out. Yeah, inshallah. Okay, so let's go back here. So we've done the hasratan. Now let's look at alal ibad. Alal ibad, what's the Irab here? Can someone tell me the Irab for this? Sister Radin, what is ala?
حرف جر.
Half jar. Yeah, so this is half jar. So when it's a half, what is the Irab that we normally put for halves?
متألفان.
Half jars, they are normally, they don't have.
لا محل له من إعراب.
Okay. Is that right? Yeah, this is half a jar.
متعلقان.
Hold on, half a jar. Mabniun ala in this case.
على فتحة. على سكون.
Ala sukun. Okay. Anybody disagree with this? Mahalli. Everyone agree, yeah? Okay, good. Mahalli. Inal i'rab. Okay, good. This, yes, continue. Al-ibadi is your?
مجرور.
Okay, so this is your isim majrur. And what's the sign?
مبني على كسرة.
It's ism majrur, so it's mu'rab. So when it's mu'rab, we don't say mabni anymore. We just say isim majrur. You can do the shortcut way if it's easier for you. What's the sign? What's the sign of the majrur?
بالكسرة.
Yes, excellent. Bil kasra. So this is the shortcut way. Yeah. Long cut way is wa alamatuhu jarihi al-kasrah. Yeah, al-kasrah. So isim majrur bil kasrah. So now the jar wa majrur, what is it muta'alliq to? Al-jar wa al-jar. What is it muta'alliq to? Do you want to see this the whole ayat? Maybe easier for you. Yeah, okay. What do you think it's muta'alliq to?
To the hasratan.
Yes, it goes back to hasratan. There's actually two options for al-ibadi. Yeah. And I will explain a little bit. The obvious one is, of course, hasratan. Yeah, it goes back to hasratan. But we can also say it goes back to the sifah of hasratan. Okay, we can also say this. So now why do I say that? Okay. I want you to remind you of something that we did some time ago, which was something called muta'allaq al-mahzuf. Not al-muta'alliq, al-muta'allaq mahzuf. Yeah. So this is talking about Jawa Majrur, which is related to something. This is talking about what it is related to. Okay, so in this case, what it is related to is omitted. It's mahzuf. It's not mazkur. It's not mentioned. It's actually mahzuf. Okay. So we have three cases when the muta'alaq becomes omitted. It can happen in the case of a khabar. It can happen in the case of a na'at or sifah. It can also happen in the case of hal. We saw this before. Yeah. So here was the example that I gave you. Zaidun min Makkah. Why is Makkata and not Makkati? Sister Ziva, why is it Makkata and not Makkati?
It's a place, so it's mamnun nasb.
Yes, so this is what we call mamnu min al-saf, or what we learned as partly flexible. Yes, a mamnu min al-saf word does not take two things. One, tanwin. Second, it does not take kasra. And so this is a name of a place. This is one of the categories of words that are considered partly flexible or mamnu min al-saf. Yeah, so min makkata. So in this case, as you can see, Zaidun min Makkah. Yeah, so this is the habar of this jumlah ismiyah. Yeah, min Makkah is the habar of this jumlah ismiyah. Here is your mubtada. Here is your khabar. So we can write the I'rab for this in two ways. Either we say the min Makkah, which is your Jawa majrur, is just this is one of a shibhu jumlah. One of them is Jawa majrur. Okay. We can say it's fi mahali raf'in khabar. Yeah, that's straightforward. Or we can say that it is Jawa majrur. It's muta'alliq to a khabar that is mahzuf. This is one way. The second way of looking at it. Yeah. Some say you can pretend something like this. How do we say a permanent residence? Sabut, isn't it? This is in file, sabutun. I'm just going to do one. Yeah. Is that how I spell it? With a tamabuta or with a ta? Can't remember. Ta, is it? Can anyone help me out here? Sabut. Is it with a tamabuta or ta? Oh, I'll correct this. Yeah, I can't. No, sometimes it's maftuha, sometimes it's mabuta. So I'm not sure which. I think it looks like that. I think probably this is more what we see. Yeah, so it's like there is. Let's say there was this habar here. Yeah, that means we're saying that he is one of the residents of Makkah. Yeah, that's what the sabut means. Yes, but we've dropped this. It's understood When we say he's from Makkah, we mean that he stays there. That's why we say he's from there. Yeah. So this is understood. So this is an example of why we say there's a haba that is mahzuf. Yeah. Then the other one here is hadha kitabun. Remember, when we have an isim ishara followed by a nakira, how do we say this sentence? What's the translation for this? Sorry? Yes, go on. How do you translate this? Hadha kitabun min Allah. How do we say it in English?
This is book from Allah.
Yes, yeah, because this is a nakira, so there is actually an is here. This is a jumlah ismiyah. Haza kitabun min Allah. Okay? So here, min Allah, remember we said anything, any sentence or semblance of a sentence, something similar to a sentence that follows a word that is nakira, not definite, but indefinite, it is sifah. Yes, that's what we define sifa as. So we can say here is shubhu jumlati fi mahali raf'in na'tun, which is another word for sifa. Or we can say is jawa majrur muta'alliq bi na'tin bi mahzufin li kitabin. Yeah, the sifa of kitab. I mean, it could be something like maybe haza kitabun mubinun, for example, this clear Quran from Allah, something like that. Yeah, or kainun, that's another one as well. Yeah, there is this kitab from Allah. That is also another way of saying it, but it's understood. Yeah, it's understood. This is a book from Allah. So this is why we say this is sifa. Or we have this other case where we have a sentence or a semblance of a sentence after something that's ma'rifah. The man. I saw the man from Makkah. Yeah, I saw the man from Makkah. So this one we can see is shibhu jumlah fi mahali nasab hal. Yeah, and jawa majrur, or we can see it is jawa majrur and it's muta'alliq to a muta'allikan, a muta'ala, yeah, the hal that is mahzuf. The hal of rajul, the condition of the man. Yeah. How do we see the man? We saw the man who came from Makkah. Yeah. So this is the three ways of when we have mahzuf. So that's why here we have the two cases. It can either be direct to hasra, yeah, or it can be the sifah of hasra. Okay. Right. Ma. What's ma here? Sister Zeba, maybe? What's ma here?
Sister Zurad, I had a question about the previous one. Like,
Okay.
can we say, like, is it mutalik fail onadi?
We can say that it is muta'alliq to a fi'il in ya hasratan. Yeah, because ya hasratan has its fi'il. Remember the ya that we saw just now. We saw the nida, the notes on nida. Yeah, the ya, there is a fi'il connected to the ya. Yeah. So yes, you're right. We can say that as well. Yeah. This, when we say bihasrat, actually what we are looking at is actually it's muta'alliq to the fi'il in ya hasratan. Yeah, the built-in fi'il here of the ya. Yes, you're right. Ken. Okay, ma.
Ma is masula.
It's not masula.
Ma
ya'tihi.
Ma yati is not masula.
Yeah, it's
Is nafi.
Yes, it is a nafi. Alhamdulillah. It's a nafi. So this would be a half, and it's also mabni. And what is the Irab here? Here we have I'm on someone's speaker. On someone's speakers. Is it? Someone's gone on speaker. Okay. Just now we saw half jar, and we said it was la mahala laha min al i'rab. Yes, because it's a half. I was kind of like thinking about this. Okay.
It's Sister Zurada, yeah, your voice is.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm on someone's phone. I'm being listened to on someone's speakers.
Now it's fine.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Alhamdulillah. When we put someone on a speaker mode, right? What happens is when she talks, it goes back to her microphone, and we get this loop, a feedback thing. Okay. Yeah. Ma ya'tihim. So this is nafi. A good way of writing nafi. Yes, because this particular ma, it doesn't make this particular nafi doesn't make anything, doesn't change anything. So what do we call it?
La mahalla min al-i'rab.
Yes, la mahala. So let's see whether I can just pick up something that we did before and just copy paste it. Inshallah. Okay. All right. Then we go to ya'tihim. Ya'tihim. Who hasn't? Sister Diba, would you like to do ya'tihim? Can you do the sa for this? Ya'ti. What are the root letters?
Hamzah ta ya
Okay, Hamzah Taya.
ata
Taya. And it belongs to family.
it's daraba
Okay.
mujarrad.
So this is Daraba. And
Madi is ata and mudari ya'ti.
is Ata. Okay.
Ata.
Like this are, right? These are. Okay. Ata.
Yeah. Ata.
And of course, we're looking at
Yeah.
Yati. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know the master?
Master. No, I don't know. The master.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anybody have the dictionary on? No. Yeah. Okay. Atayati. I'll give a few because there's quite a bit actually. I'll add this later. Yeah, I'll add the masters later. But it's obvious this is not a master. We know that this is a fi'il.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
And
Okay. I'll put the brackets here and
Ism
I'll
file.
look up. I will look it up later. And then
And atin.
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 Bahwa atin. And what's the maf'ul?
Maful ma'atiyun.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'tiyun. Right? Ma'tiyan. Ma'tiyun.
Ma'tiyun. Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. So now the Irab. That was the Sarf. What's the Irab?
Here, feel mudari.
Hmm?
Here is marfuun bil.
Can't be bil here. Bil what?
Yeah, that is
Bil.
the harfi illa, right? Or first.
Okay. So this is a mu'tal. Yeah, this is what we call a mu'tal ending. Or
Bil
mu'tal.
dammatul muqaddara ala liyai, right? Or
Oh,
how I can say.
yes. That's excellent. Bil dhamma. المقدرة. Why مقدرة? Because we can't see it, but it's there. Yeah, مقدرة. Can't see it, but it's there. Yeah, it's meant to be there. And it's ala aliyah. It should be where ya is. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's where where ya is. That's where it's supposed to be. And why? What's the reason? There's a term for this. Usually when it's ya, it's not as strong as when it is an alif. When it's alif or surah, it's a stronger meaning. But for ya, it's a lighter difficulty, so to speak. So what would we say here? Anyone can remember? There are two terms, okay? Ta'azzur and sikal. Which one is it?
I don't know these things. That's what's the meaning of that.
Okay, ta'azzur is impossible. Sikal, it's heavy, it's difficult. So is this heavy or is it difficult? Impossible, so to speak. What am I saying? Should be difficult or impossible. Yes. Yeah. Anyone can help her? Sister Ralin, are you brave enough to say to me whether it's lisikal or lita'azur? Sister Ralin, are you there? Subhanallah.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Yeah, good, alhamdulillah. Sikal or ta'azur?
Sikal?
Yes, sikal, alhamdulillah. You have to have, your voice has to be more convincing, you know, because you have to be confident of the choice. Yes, so like I said, when it's ya, there is this, no, and when you have things like ata, yati, not as in, usually yas allow, allow some sort of sound, and it depends on what is the status, you can actually pronounce it and see it, yeah. For marfu, in this case, no, yeah, but in some cases we can have it there. But for alif, usually when you have anu, it's more difficult. Yeah, it is impossible, in fact, to have it there. Okay. Yeah, tihim lisika. Now, when it is a fi'il, what comes with a fi'il? Is it there?
File. I have to see the file. Say the file now.
Yes. Is there a file here, or is a file somewhere else? So this is a tricky thing with this particular ayah.
Yeah, here is the huwa, I think, the file. There is no outside door.
Okay. You're saying there is no outside door because you don't see anything rafa after it. Yes?
Yeah, but is it min the jaida? Then the min rasulin
should be.
Yeah.
is
Yes.
should be min
Yes.
is jaida, right?
It is min zaida. So
Okay,
this
then
is
min
your
rasulin.
yeah.
File.
Okay. So the file is outside, yes, but it hasn't come yet. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, but we still have home. We haven't finished
home.
that. Yes.
Home is the maful bihi.
This is the bahubihi. I'm going to teach you, not teach, I don't think this is something new to you, but there is a term, I think you've come across it before. Yeah, a term that we say, ibn.
Yeah.
So this is just meaning that somebody who is ghaib, that's not there. Yeah.
Yeah. That is the Goibin is it for the third person?
Yes, it's for the third person. Yeah. That's true. So this is,
God means absent, right?
yeah, yes, correct, Sister Rakia. So this is third person. Yeah, third person. I'll just put there third person absent.
Why third person?
Okay. Let's see if I can close this bracket. Doesn't want to close the way. This is what happens when you mix a rabbit with a okay, got that one there. Let me try. Okay, do this. Okay. Pretty time. So I'm not going to do anything more because the next part of the ayah is well, it's a difficult part, not an easy part. Yeah. And I got it. But here, understand what muqaddam is. Yes, your maf'ul bihi muqaddam. Yes, because usually your maf'ul bihi comes after your fa'il. But in this case, it's coming before the fa'il. It's attached. Yeah. So this is not a case of any emphasis. This is just how it is. Yes, just this how it is. Inshallah. Okay. So we've done up to here. Not very far for today. And we will continue inshallah the next Friday. Yes, and I would really like it if more of you could try out the quiz. Yes, so that you know where you are and whether you have any questions to ask me regarding it. Yes, so that would be good inshallah. All right, ladies, thank you. Subhanallah wa bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
وعليكم السلام. جزاك الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خير.
آمين وإياكم. بارك الله فيكم.